been looking forward to this for a number of weeks and days. And we're going to take just a few moments to honor a wonderful friend of ours, a friend of this choir, Dr. Harlow Hopkins. But before that happens, I would like the alumni who came here to sing. Now, we didn't get our practice in tonight because of the weather, see, but they assured me, no problem. They can come up here and sing anyway. So, alumni, you need to get in the four sections. We'll have the basses and sopranos over here, and the altos and tenors over here. Alumni, just come on up. Would the rest of you stand for a moment just to change your position? It'll take us about 2 minutes. We'll get this done. Sure, he, of course, played so beautifully the clarinet earlier in the program, and I invited him to do this, and then as I got closer to this date, I thought, wouldn't it be great if we could have some of our alumni who know Dr. Hopkins from many years ago come and sing in this choir. So we got a letter out, and Karen Doherty, who's standing right here, helped me with this. We made some phone calls, we got a letter out, and I appreciate her help very much. And so we want Dr. Hopkins to come out and just to take a bow. Would you greet him, please? Take just a little time to reminisce. When I came to school here, Dr. Hopkins was my teacher. Now, these Orpheus people probably didn't know that, but I took some work from him. I came here at a really kind of a difficult time. Dr. Larson had just passed away, resulting in a car accident, and I never did meet him. But of course, I met Mrs. Larson. But Harlow has told me a lot about Dr. Larson over the years, and I have great respect for the Larsons. But I have great respect also for my teacher, my colleague, and more than that, my friend. I can remember him praying with me at College Church at the altar when I was a student here. I don't know if he remembers that or not, but I distinctly remember that. And I've watched him over the years, and he's been an exemplary Christian, a wonderful musician, and a great friend. And we're going to present to Orpheus alumni, alumnus, Harlow E. Hopkins, with sincere appreciation from Orpheus Choir, April 19, 1996, this plaque for him to keep.
On the stage with the concert band, and I thought, well, that's it. No more speeches. But, I could reminisce for a long time about my days in Orpheus Choir and how meaningful they were to me and how helpful they were to me spiritually. And Dr. Larson was a wonderful Christian man who didn't speak a lot in public, but he lived a life that exemplified his walk with Christ, and was a wonderful mentor to me and a great encourager. And very soon after I became a student here, I decided that I wanted to try to pattern my life after his. And he encouraged me to major in music and told me that if I would major in music, I would have a job here when I graduated. And Dr. Reed cooperated with Dr. Larson, and that, in fact, did happen. And I've never left since I came here as a student in 1949, except for when Uncle Sam drafted me and when I went to graduate school. But I remember very clearly some very special times when I was a student in Orpheus Choir, especially on tour. And the friends that I made, many of whom are still my friends and whom I see every once in a while yet today. And I appreciate this, George, very much. Orpheus means a great deal to Olivet. It has a wonderful tradition of excellence and of fine choral singing and of, well, he sort of broke it tonight, I'm afraid, with Elijah Rock and with the other one. We didn't sing things like that when I was in the choir. And the only thing that could have made it better would have been for him to come over here and smile and clap his hands along with the choir. But his Canadian reserve, I don't think, would allow him to do that. He has an image to maintain, I guess. But anyway, this is wonderful. And just as one final point of nostalgia, I arrived back in this country in July of 1957. Dr. Larson was killed in June of that year. And when we came back to town, I guess the first person I went to see was Mrs. Larson. And she had a pair of cufflinks that were his and asked me if I would like to have them. And I said, yes, I'd be honored to have them. And I have them on tonight. So for Prof, if you're listening, A Mighty Fortress is for you.